Welcome wildlings, Colin Stuckert here, founder of Wild Foods and the AncestralMind.com. Self-proclaimed, proud to admit college dropout, am I. I don't want to dissuade you from college. I don't want you to think I'm against going to college. I'm biased in this way, but I've also seen a lot of people that have gone to college and it's done nothing but rack them up debt. So today's video, I want to explore some things you should be asking yourself, some things you should know about college. If you decide to go, it should be for the right reasons. Most people go to college for the wrong reasons, and they have the wrong expectations. And all it does is create a ball and chain that holds them down for the rest of their life, whether that's actual physical debt, whether that's lack of experience and lost time, or whether it's all the bad ideas you get from college itself and the people around you. Let's get to it. A little bit about me. I own a multi-million-dollar company that I started from the ground up, used things I learned from other businesses, the internet, self-study, getting in there and grinding it out, all the things that you do on the entrepreneurial path, and it has not been easy, and I don't recommend it for everybody. But I also don't recommend a job for everybody. And I've been the type that has been allergic to having a job. I am allergic to having other people tell me what to do. I just kind of realized that early on, and I was very fortunate in that way. But this isn't gonna be a video about entrepreneurship. It's gonna be a video about college and whether you should go or not, and some things you need to ask yourself, some expectations that hopefully we could clear up and you could have a healthy relationship around so you don't make a huge mistake that could cost 4 years of your life and a lot of debt. So the first thing is college in our modern world, okay? It can't keep up. It can't keep up with the speed of innovation. You can learn more by just reading articles and research papers and follow in forums and Reddit. I mean, there's a lot of reasonable good sources of information when it comes to science and technology and business and marketing. And if you can get in the habit of doing self-study and being interested in these topics, you are going to learn more things that are practical to actually making money in the real world than you could ever learn in college. Now, there are fundamental truisms, and there are some good first principles of things like philosophy and science and mathematics that you should learn, but again, you could literally learn these online for free. I mean, they even have free college courses. Stanford has a free college course, right? You have things like Khan's Academy where you can learn these ideas without having to spend all that wasted time and energy going to class and listening to professors and taking long tests. Like, learn the things, learn the bare minimum, spend the least amount of time to get you through so that you can get to the things that are really gonna make you money, which is what we're gonna talk about soon, okay? So college can't keep up with the modern world. It just can't. Curriculums can't change fast enough. They can't adapt. 2, debt. Personally, I'd rather you take that money that you would have spent on college and either start a business, start multiple businesses even, and or travel the world, or maybe travel the world while starting businesses. Experience working for companies, okay? And here's the thing, because I'm an employer. You're gonna go in any job you get, they're going to train you how to do the things for that job or that position or whatever. And you're going to learn more about how business actually works and how being an employee actually works. And 99% of the stuff that you learned in college is going to be just theory that's forgotten. So you could literally go get jobs and internships and experience a lot of different things and get paid in the process, not go in debt, and not spend 4 years of your life going to college wasting your time. Having debt when you get out of college is also like a ticking time bomb, right? Because now you have this pressure, you have this thing on your leg, this thing gnawing away, saying, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me debt payments, feed me interest. And that's gonna be there for years. And it's even worse for people that are lawyers and doctors that go to really expensive colleges because they get out of college and the first thing they're like is like, I need to make money to pay my bills. Like, I cannot think of a worse way to enter the job market. I can't think of a worse way to build your future and do the thing that you're gonna do for so much of your life, which is work, which is like how we spend, you know, half of our life or more with pressure, with external things nagging at you. Like, it's the worst way to do it. And it results in a lot of people going crazy, being depressed, and all the issues we get. So I highly recommend against doing that. And we talked about experience a little bit. So experience. So the thing that you really want and that any employer wants, and that's gonna really get you a job and make you valuable, is the first thing they're going to ask you and look for is experience, okay? The more experience you can have, the better. And you'll see it even with companies like Google, Elon Musk companies, like a lot of times, they don't even look at your degree. Sometimes for certain positions, if it's coding or engineering, there are certain things you may need to have. But I mean, there's self-taught coders that never went to school that make buku bucks because they're very freaking good. And it's kind of one of those things, it's like, you either don't go to college or you get really good at self-study. And I don't really know if there's anything in between. Like, you really have to be curious and you really have to have a commitment to getting better if you want to be successful and you want to do it on your own. Even going to college, like if you're not committed to like doing the work and being committed and learning, like you're not going to get anything out of that either. So really, I think the universal is you have to be committed to doing the work and getting results. But again, college isn't the best way to do that. A lot of times it's the roundabout way that just makes things worse for you or makes it more difficult. All right. So you can get experience anywhere. You can start at the bottom. You could be an intern. You can work for free. There's a lot of things you can do. Most people aren't willing to do that. Alternatives. Again, short video. I'm not going to make this all encompassing. These are some things I want you to think about. These are alternatives to college. Internship. We talked about that. Actual jobs. Go and make money and learn. Right? Pay attention. Like, look at their operating documents. Look at how they do things and their processes. These are things that you could literally learn, get really good at, and then go be a consultant for other businesses because of the things you learned as an employee. People do this shit all the time. There's no reason you can't do this as well. You go get a job, you get paid, document the business, and then go help other businesses be even better. Like, there's so much opportunity, it's insane. Volunteer. Not only will you make cool connections, but you might get a chance to travel the world, go to the Peace Corps, or do things like that. Getting experience, dealing with people, just learning more about yourself. These are all things that are only going to benefit you. You don't have to make money right when you get out of high school, or at least you don't need to have a career right when you get out of high school. And again, travel, it's gonna help with that. Online courses, and then actually podcasts, books, and audiobooks. And I have to recommend one of my favorite things. It's scribe.com or scribe.com. It is like Netflix for books. It is simply amazing. And a lot of the books that I used to spend full price on Audible, I now get there, $9 a month. Literally amazing. And they also have Kindle books and regular books and PDFs and everything. It is simply amazing. A combination of scribe.com, Audible, podcasts, which are free. And again, make sure you go to theancestralmind.com to check out the Ancestral Mind podcast because it's going to blow your mind. And then online courses, they can either be paid for. There's a lot of free things. There is so much content that you can consume if you can get in the habit of self-study to the point where you would never, ever need to go to college. But you have to build the habits. Every time I'm driving, Audible or audiobook. Anytime I walk, like downstairs in this building or out and about, Audible, okay, or podcasts. Be infinitely curious. Build your knowledge. I mean, most of you, like if young kids watching this, maybe you're in college, maybe you're thinking about going to college, whatever, most of you could be social media consultants or start a little agency or, like I said, go learn a business, get really good at figuring out what the pains of that business are, and then propose solutions and sell that product to other businesses. There are so many things you can do. You could even just be a freelancer. If you're really good at graphic design, work for businesses, do projects, right? Like there's so many opportunities here if you can develop a skill and if you can be conscientious, meaning you can do what you say you're going to do, right? Just be a reliable person. These things, being good with people, being reliable, and developing any kind of skill, that is what works in the job market. That is what's going to give you success. And then you do a lot of testing and tweeting and listen to feedback and figuring out the things you like to do and doing more of that. Sky's the limit. You don't have to be a business owner. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. There's so many opportunities here. College is not the only way. And I would highly, highly recommend that you question whether or not you really want the career that you think you want, whether it's being a doctor or being a lawyer. We need doctors and lawyers. Yes. We need engineers. Yes. But a lot of times people go into it for the money. They don't go into it for a passion. And as a result, they are miserable. And then all the money to get that college degree, they have to get a job right when they get out of school because they got to pay for their debt. It's a vicious cycle. It's just terrible. It's terrible that so much of our economy is built on this kind of crap. All right, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, obviously, I want alternative opinions. Drop them below. Comment. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you want me to do another video or unpack any of these ideas, leave a comment below or send me an email, ancestralmind@gmail.com. Make sure you hop on the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere you can find podcasts. The Ancestral Mind podcast is going to help you think more ancestrally, which is going to help you, live better, think better, interact better, eat better, everything. It's just going to make you better. Okay, thanks for watching.